Residential Report Writing and Case Studies. Chapter 8. Disclosure of Scope of Work and Something. Scope of Work. Comparable Search Parameters. Over the last several years, the tightening of underwriting standards in residential mortgage lending has resulted in clients, including mortgage lenders and appraisal management companies, asking for more information in appraisal reports than ever before. Many of these requests for additional comparables, proprietary forms, or other information can expand the scope of work. For the assignment beyond the minimum that is specified on the URAR form. In addition, many clients have begun asking appraisers to provide additional scope of work commentary regarding the appraiser search for comparable sales. Specifically, clients want disclosure regarding what were the search parameters regarding physical characteristics? What were the locational parameters? What sources were utilized in the search? How were the search parameters expanded, if they were expanded? How were the comparable sales selected for use? A disclosure of the comparable search process and parameters might look something like this. Comparables were obtained through the Metropolitan Regional MLS service, supplemented by a search of county transfer records. The appraiser's initial search for comparable sales included all sales in the Oak Tree Estates subdivision with 3 bedrooms between 10 and 15 years old, between 2,000 and 2,500 square feet, which closed within the last 90 days. There were only one sale that met these criteria, so appraiser expanded the time frame to include sales that closed within the last 6 months. This yielded 2 additional sales. Appraiser then expanded the locational search to include the adjoining Maple Valley subdivision. This yielded 4 additional sales. The comparables used in this appraisal were selected primarily because they are the most recent sales. Comp 4 is 6 months old. It is used because it is a model match. This disclosure can be inserted anywhere in the report, although it fits best in the scope of work disclosure or the appraiser's reconciliation statement. Increasingly, lender clients are requiring this type of information to be included in appraisal reports, for better or for worse. Boilerplate statements such as a diligent and thorough search was performed using various sources, and these are best available comparables, have fallen out of favor. Scope of work. Competency. We know that USPAP requires an appraiser to possess or obtain the knowledge and experience to complete an assignment competently. It is a common misconception that USPAP requires an appraiser to make a positive disclosure of competency in a report. For instance, I possess the competency to complete this assignment. USPAP establishes no such requirement, although certain clients or client groups may mandate such a statement. The Fannie Mae 1004 form contains 2 pre-printed statements which certify appraiser competency. However, if an appraiser does not possess the required competency at the outset of the assignment, then USPAP does require disclosure by the appraiser. In a situation where an appraiser does not possess the required competency but still wishes to complete the assignment, he or she must complete 3 steps. Number 1, disclose the lack of competency, knowledge, and experience to the client before accepting the assignment. 2, take whatever steps are necessary to acquire the necessary knowledge and experience. Number 3, disclose both the lack of competency and the steps taken to acquire competency in the report. So there are 2 disclosures mandated in this situation. The first disclosure is required before the assignment is accepted, and the second disclosure must appear in the report. The initial disclosure could be written or oral, face-to-face, or transmitted by phone, fax, email, or another method. The disclosure in the report will, of course, correspond to the type of report that is being prepared, written or oral. The disclosure of the steps taken by the appraiser to acquire competency is essential in meeting the appraiser's USPAP reporting obligations and making sure that intended users are properly informed and not misled. Actions that an appraiser may take to acquire competency could involve taking a course or seminar, embarking on personal study, or affiliating with another appraiser who already possesses the required competency. If the assignment cannot be completed competently, the appraiser must decline or withdraw from the assignment. One other point on competency. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, and FHA require that the appraiser must possess the necessary competency at the time the assignment is accepted. These entities do not permit an appraiser to obtain competency during the performance of the assignment, even with disclosure. End of page.